Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to reality. I lost the first part of footage of this video. We got a lot done before we left to go cruising the coast. A fire, I can still see smoke coming from it. It should get back rolling pretty easy. We got goats this morning over here. They've probably been crawling around on my machines. If they have, Mitchell owes me a new paint job. So I'm waiting on Jimmy to get here. I got the root rake here, going to get it unloaded. Go ahead and probably put it on a dozer and let him be messing around with that. It finally rained. It came a decent little rain, I think, while we was gone. Well, not much, but I can definitely tell that the dust isn't going to be as bad. So, and we needed it bad. We still need a lot more. So shouldn't be as dusty day, and it's cool today. It's finally cooled off a little bit, so I'm thankful for that. So we got a couple more trees right down in there that I think I'm gonna still be able to knock down. Some of them I may have to saw cut, but maybe one or two more right there I can get, and of course all that small stuff I can get it. A couple small ones up through there, and then a couple pines back here. And this one should be just about a wrap, but I still got a little bit down there left to throw up on the fire, get it back going, so that shouldn't be no problem. But we got to get some fuel in this thing before we can do anything. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna try the door open a little bit. It's nice and cool today and shouldn't be too dusty. I don't know how well y'all be able to hear me. Those tines on the root rake don't really fall in between my teeth too great. It'll be way easier to probably hook up to it with two people versus trying to do it by myself. Alright, Jimmy got the rake on there. That went a lot better with two people than versus one people. So he's gonna start raking. I'm gonna go get the fire going. We're gonna see what we can get done today. Alright, so I finally got the fire stacked up. Back going pretty good. Everything cleaned up around it. Try to take down this tree right here, and it is right next to the water line. Like right here, y'all can see that blue flag right there. There's a lot of topsoil around the roots, it looks like. So I'm gonna reach way on up in it and see if I can't get it to go. It's wanting to. Root being wrapped around that water line. It's got so much dirt around the top of it. It's not really getting down there to the roots. be aggravating just like all the rest of them. I don't know why I thought it'd be any different. I just don't know why I thought it'd be any different. Got a little bit of moisture in it, but not really a whole lot. About all that little rain did is help with the dust. It ain't gonna help these trees, I don't think. This one on the fire and move on to the next. Alright, we're here on the next biggin. We've been taking care of a lot of little stuff, kind of cleaning up around the edges. The dozer needs some fuel, and apparently I didn't get enough this morning. Yeah, that's a good tree right there. And of course a monster root ball. It actually went down pretty good. We're down to the nitpicking stuff now, and it's the little aggravating junk. A lot of that stuff up through there will have to be bush hauled because it's not really wanting to come out of the ground. All that little stuff just wants to snap off. Basically all I'm doing is breaking it off, so I'm not scratching my machine all to pieces. I'm not really going to worry about it. As long as the ground isn't really rough, it'll be fine, because once he bush hogs it, it'll look good. But y'all can kind of see through there what Jimmy's got root raked and slicked over, and it's looking really good. It shall be a nice place once we get out of here. Some grass grows. He needs to just go get some ryegrass. Now's the time to be planting that stuff anyway. All the deer fields and stuff's getting planted right now. Well, I know Cotton Top, he's planting his, so I'm gonna tell him just go get some of that stuff. That'll give something to put in the ground anyway. So let's get this big girl rolled out of the hole and cleaned up. Jimmy's sitting back behind me ready to go. He's gonna push it to the fire. I find it best on logs on this stuff right here is just go ahead and kind of fill in the hole back around it, and then I can roll it back up, then I can roll it out of the hole. Then I kind of give it something to roll out onto and not keep falling back in the hole. These root balls are so big and heavy, they're just hard to deal with until you get them up out of the hole. It's also easier to dig the dirt off from them from the side right here. It's a lot easier to dig the dirt and get a lot more of it anyway. This root ball's so aggravating, I can't even get it rolled out of the hole here. Jimmy's gonna have to go over there and help me. Damn hole. We're gonna have to get us some headsets so I can talk to him. Now I'm going to try to get some more dirt off of it. That way he can push the whole thing to the fire. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is squaring up the tree. We'll wait just a second. Squaring up the tree for him to push down there. Push the whole tree and everything down through there, and then that way we can saw it up all down here. Not have to move back and forth so much. That's kind of what we've been doing once we got that game plan figured out. Careful about running over stuff like that. Alright, well, we'll get this one processed up on the fire. That may be one of the, well, no, it's not the last tree. We got one more over there and then a couple more pines back here he wants gone, but that's about all I'm going to be able to take out down through here because of the water line and the easement on the county easement on the road. Alright, we back from getting something to eat and some fuel. Jimmy's over there on the hillside breaking that stuff down. Right here's a decent log. Set it over here. Actually got 18 footer and then a 9 footer out of that one. Pretty good tree right there. Probably worth about $30. If it's even worth that. Still don't know if the sawmill's going to take them or not. I haven't even bothered to try to get up with the guy anymore because I knew I was going out of town and I wouldn't be able to get them over there too. No way. Break that stuff on the fire itself. enough to go on it. Those big stumps, they just kind of ruin a fire. They get it all out of whack, and they don't want to burn down as quick as everything else. Maybe I can get enough of this stuff stacked back up around those two big stumps in there. Kind of help burn them on down some more. I figure I'll be burying a lot of them, so I ain't gonna have no other choice really. If I knew it wasn't gonna rain like it hasn't, I would have dug a pit down here. A pit and hardwood is really good combo. You don't really need it with pines. I've about figured that out. Jimmy's got a bunch of stuff raked up right here. I'm gonna have to sift through a bunch of old trash and stuff. It's got a little bit of dirt in it. Not too bad though. We've basically got about 2 or 3 more trees, well, hardwood trees, and about 10 or 15 small pines back here to take down. I figure what's going to be aggravating about them pines is they're going to want to break off instead of really push over. Just because the ground is so hard. That'll be alright. There won't be nothing big, nothing major to get out of the ground. We got a late start today, but we've actually made some good progress, I feel like. I knew I wasn't going to get to work all day. I had to go get the pups and get some things situated back at home. Y'all know how that goes when you come in from a few days vacation or whatever. Like this excavator is just sucking down fuel. I don't know if it's because I'm having to run it that much harder or what. I bet I have burned nearly, this is no lie, between this machine and the dozer, I guarantee I've burned nearly $1,000 worth of fuel on this one little job. So anyway, we're going to step through this little scraggly stuff right here. The sun may be in y'all's eyes. You just basically just pick it up and kind of let the dirt sift out of it. Throw her on the fire. Alright, so I'm going to jump in the dozer real quick and get this stuff raked down. Jimmy's got all of it pushed down. Alright, my camera died. Jimmy's got all this stuff pushed down here, and I'm going to rake it out and get it out of the way because there are pines about to come from up on the hill, kind of right into where those piles of stuff are. So let's get this raked out real quick. made it over here to the pines now. Try to get that stuff raked out the best I could. All that old grass and stuff in there. It just wants to clump together. What I'm gonna do is basically straighten up this line of pines to the back of the shop. It's not many up in here. At least I don't think so anyway. Oh, shit, it's gonna break. That's the way these trees are supposed to push over. They wasn't going to push over as easy as that first one. More of that wishful thinking. Come on up. Oh, you stupid tree. God, mighty go. Break it anyway. Boy, I tell you what, I ain't never been so aggravated with the job. It's supposed to have been 4 days, it's turned into nearly 2 weeks. But you just eat it and keep going. That's all you can do. This is where I wish I had a bigger machine. This is where I wish I had a 320. It really wouldn't matter. Snap the tree off and then just pop the stump out of the ground and keep on trucking. machine's fast and you can do some work with it, but tell you what, the ground is hard. She starts struggling. Thankfully, from where I live, the ground don't really get hard. Stay hard for maybe 2 months, maybe out of the year, most. I know it's about to start raining and probably won't quit raining until next year. So. Alright, this tree right here is dead, so this is where I need a headset to talk to Jimmy. Just tell him to be patient over there. That man ain't got no patience. I don't see how Diane's put up with him this long. Now he's calling me. So he was basically telling me to get out of his way. He's ready to push these to the fire. I said, let me get them a little bit further away from me first. Try to push them up sideways instead of straight. So we'll see how that goes. I gotta teach him to get that blade out of the ground. May have enough room to push them sideways. Top's probably gonna break out of them. We shall see. Let me get this dead one on the ground. It's gonna be fun. Alright, so what I'm gonna do on this one is I'm just gonna shove it straight back into these other trees. And whatever breaks will be up in the trees and I don't have to worry about getting it out. Top not to break, come back and break on me. Should be fine now. Oh yeah, I'll just drag this one out. Drag this one out for him. He looked like he was making it down through there pretty good. Some of the dirt off of it. Excuse me, some of the Play-Doh off of it. That's what this stuff has been like. This Play-Doh that's been sitting out for 2 months drying. This mess. Drag this one out. Keep right on trucking. Now broke all that old brittle limbs off of it. That stuff stayed up in the woods. One problem, it's a find my first balloon? Let's see. No. It's a it's a daggone plastic beach ball. Dang it. Alright, so today should wrap it up as far as getting everything on the ground and on the fire anyway. I know it'll probably still be another day or two letting the stumps and stuff burn out. I'm gonna take down this one more tree right here because it's really too close to those two big ones. Mitchell's in the dozer. Jimmy laid out on me today. Found another stump right in here, dug up, put it right there. I think there's still enough hot coals for that to get going. If not, I'll just take it down there. We're gonna get this tree knocked out and a couple more pines over there. That should be it. Put on the fire. All right, let's get this one on the ground. This tree pushed onto the fire. Once I get everything on the fire, I'm gonna jump in the dozer and I'm gonna rake over everything, kind of smooth it out the best I can. This lake's seriously kind of right in there. It's pretty bad right in there. So, all right, we got that one lined up. Mitchell's shocking out with it. Guarantee he pushes it straight into the fire. He better not, or he's fired. Yeah, he got her turned. All right, let's get that one on the fire and then go knock some pines down. Took down one little pine. Trying to get this double right here. This ground's got a pretty good bit of moisture in it. Right up into here. Don't help a whole lot. Beetles in them. not that big. Just a break. Alright, so now I'm taking out this pine right to the shop, right by the shop, and it is leaning pretty good actually. We're all Mitchell Scholar. Alright, so I'm gonna cut around this thing just a little bit more. I don't have really much room at all between me and the shop and the tree. Not as much as I'd like anyway. Just don't want this thing to break. It's not a very big tree, but it could do some damage. I really need to get a little bit closer to the shop, but I really don't have. I'm afraid I won't tail swing into it. Itself over. Never fails. Alright, I'm gonna try to reach it way up in it. Y'all see? No. We'll try reaching up in it a good ways. That way I got enough leverage. I really don't like this at all, to be honest with you. Tell you what, I'm going to push it. I'm going to get on the underside and push it back to my left. I don't like that. Got a little bit more. I think I got a little bit more room this way. Shove it. There we go. Perfect. I knew if it did break, that other tree may catch it from hitting the shop anyways. Alright. I think that's going to be the hardest one. That other one right there, it's not as... I can get on the other backside of the shop, push it straight away from it, so... Alright, about two or three more trees and we should have them on the ground. Alright, got about 3 more right here. Y'all can see the shop right there. It is literally right there. Got that one cut around. Let's see, the top of it should be fine. Which way on up in it? Heavy, just taking it slow. Get the weight going that way. This one to the left of it's wanting to move. Gonna have to watch it. Got a hole right there. I'm just taking it easy with it. See what she's wanting to do when I get the pressure off of it. I gotta watch this one on the left because it's moving pretty good. I want it to break loose and come back at me. I really want this one to kind of stay bent that way. There we go. See if she'll stay right there. Stay. Oh, perfect. All right, maybe one or two more right here. Oh, what a root ball. All right, let me get these out of the ground. Mitchell's pushing both of them at the same time. I'll get all that limbs broke off of them. I'll get them stacked up for him. Maybe one more. Well, good morning, folks. We just got that thing crunk up. Gonna let it warm up. I tell you what, it seems like this new stuff, the glow plugs and stuff, don't really want to come on, and they don't like cranking up when it's cold. Anybody up north that has any of this next gen stuff, how do y'all machines how does y'all stuff act when it gets really cold? Like, it's not really cold down here yet, but it's cooled off a lot. I know that 309 I had, it did not want to crank. I mean, it would crank, but there was a huge difference when it was actually really cold. When you would crank that thing, it just acted like it just absolutely did not like it. And I called Cat and I was like, hey y'all, this thing got glow plugs or a grid heater? And they said, yeah. And I said, well, it's never coming on. And, you know, it's like 19 degrees this morning and it never came on. So what's the deal? And so I don't know. And it seems like that one's gonna be the same way. Like the glow plugs, or I know it should have a grid heater if it has anything, an air heater. That's a hose. It just don't want to come on. But anyway, the fire looks like it did not burn down hardly any yesterday. I'm not sure why. Maybe the center of it's burnt out, but I'm gonna come down here and get that stacked back up and rolling good, and then I'm just gonna start root raking. I raked a little bit out yesterday evening, just out here goofing off. Got all the trees down that's on the fire anyway, but I'm just going to rake through it and just kind of, I'm not really going to worry about, you know, just like little piddly stuff. There's a lot of rotten stuff just everywhere, and you can't hardly do anything with it. It just falls apart, and it just falls out of the rake and everything. So I'm just going to knock down any bad spots. Like, I got a lot of stuff down in there that I need to smooth out, where we push stuff up and everything, get all that good. But everything over here is pretty well smooth or whatever. Shouldn't have no trouble running over it with a tractor. I'm gonna back drag all this up in here and then fix along the edge of the yard. It's pretty rough over in there. So let's get the fire stacked up and get the dozer warmed up. Like, right in here is kind of what I'm going for. You can see right there, I broke all this up yesterday and back dragged it and just leveled it out some, because this was pretty bad right in here too. All that up in there ain't nothing but pine straw. I'll try to rake that stuff out too, but I ain't gonna waste too much time with that stuff. There's several low spots like right in here. I guess maybe there was trees or stuff right there. Can't remember how far the tree line come up this way. So like, that's the stuff I'm trying to fix. Y'all, look who decided to show up this morning. I guess he finally woke up. stuff out of it. I just really just kind of want to level the ground out a little bit better. Another few weeks and this stuff will be rotted out enough. It's not really going to matter. Alright, I believe I got everything raked out. It's about as good as it's gonna get. That hill over there was terrible. Yeah, the ground, I'm kind of just looking at the ground, making sure there's no holes or, you know, really rough spots. I may need to back drag that up there a time or two. I didn't even hit that. But yeah, I'm gonna go kick that fire around a little bit and then come down here and throw all this stuff I got raked up there on the fire, get it stacked up real good, and go find something to eat and just come back and tend the fires. I need to get this right here. See, I'm just trying to get at least stuff like that, because that will tear up a bush hog. I mean, all this other little bitty stuff don't really matter, but I do need to get stuff like that. Throw it on the fire. All right, so I'm back over here late this evening. Fire's burned down about as much as it's gonna do. I got a little bit to bury down there. Not near as much as I thought I was gonna have to. Basically that one big last stump just really didn't want to burn up, but that's okay. I knew I'd have to bury something, so I'm gonna jump in the excavator, go in there and bury that, and try to rake them ashes out the best I can. There's no rain in sight till way later on in the week, and I need to get moved on to the next job before then. Spam risk. So let's fire this thing up and finish this job out, and then I'll do a drone flyover before and after. Okay, y'all, I finally got this one done. Man, it was a nightmare, let me tell y'all. I got the ashes raked out down there. They'll finish burning out tonight. It's too dark to really film with a drone. It may be a little too dark to film with a GoPro actually. I notice when it gets dark, the the vibration stabilizer, whatever, turns off on the GoPro, so it looks real shaky. But let me show y'all this girl. Y'all notice anything different? Finally got the leveling kit on it and the new tires, and it definitely changed this truck. She's a whole nother animal now, and it's amazing how much it helped it going down the highway, lowering the RPMs. I was running like 2300 RPMs at about between 70 and 75, I guess, or so. Now it's below 2000. It's probably around 1900 RPMs, so it definitely helped. So it should help fuel economy actually. So yeah, I'm happy with it. So anyway, I will show y'all the drone footage of this before and after. So y'all let me know what you think. Y'all keep your eyes open. I'll see you later.